Hello and welcome to Brit Twits. My name is Alex, I'm the Twit with the controller, and I'm joined by Dan, who has just come back from his street magician work.
Yeah,
how you doing, Dan?
Good, honestly, and the thing is, you're not far from wrong. So on account of actually doing street magic.
Yeah, I remembered that because I remember things about my friends' personalities.
Yeah.
Some say that it's part of my charm.
Yeah, charm is a strong word. In general, when it comes to you.
It's one of the less repulsive elements of my personality. He says with tea dribbling down his chin.
Oh, honestly, you are a picture of just decorum. You know that, right?
Picture of health, me.
Anyway, what we doing?
Me and the cockroaches.
What are we doing today? So we just had a little chat with Waka. We went to Besaid Village. We found our second Albert Primer, which is very important.
Yeah, so we went to Waka's house. We turfed him out and we slept in his bed.
We did.
And in the interim, the priest came to Waka because obviously Waka is an important dignitary in this village.
I mean, and look at him. Of course he is. Have you seen his shoulder pad?
You've seen his massive quiff.
Yeah.
You don't get that for nothing.
You don't. No, you have to earn that.
I like the idea that basically your status in the village is determined by how tall your quiff is. So that bald guy that came to interrupt him is just like a serf. Just like someone that's just like, excuse me, Miss Lord Waka, would you help me?
If you could find it in your heart, if you have enough time, please, sir, please, sir.
I paid my tithes. Please help me, Waka. And he's gone off to help because the summoner hasn't come out of the temple yet, and it's been nearly. That's what they said, and then we started hallucinating.
It's been
so
nearly
we're gonna go
some time.
Oh, it's fell out of focus.
I love when that happens. It's like, hi.
Are you saying it's deliberate?
Yeah.
Can I do that, or is my camera too cheap? No, it's too cheap, isn't it? So let's crack on that revelation.
Oh God.
So my plan for today is that we're going to rescue the princess, and then
Summoner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Did I say?
You said princess.
Similar.
Princess Summoner.
Princess Summoner the Third. So we're going to rescue her, and then once we finish the rescue, we'll see how we're doing for time.
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner.
Huh?
Eh?
There's a room
I like how he said two things so far, and they were and ah.
He wouldn't be very good at Wordle.
The apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner.
Great at Scrabble though, like specifically at the end stage, he comes up from behind.
And they can come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
So actually, that actually reminds me. So I was not too long ago. I was recently in China, and one of the guys I was working with, he's an Australian guy, and he's currently still out there doing the Paralympics, as we record this. And we've been doing the daily Wordle, which is a thing that's gripped the nation, gripped the world actually. And we've been doing that every single day, and it's kind of funny because like every now and then I'll have a day where I can barely get it, and he gets it in like 2, and then it goes the other way. Like today, I got it in 2, and he got it in 4, and he was like, "Fuck off! Did you do that? There's no way." And I was like, "I just got lucky."
Yeah, I put all of my effort on this one day.
Yeah.
That's how it works. As we know from the Pokemon playthrough, watch it. Dan is particularly good at doing things in best.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it. Send me presents.
It's like just every so often burst into that.
Watch
that's
it like
basically
it.
going to
Send
be.
me presents. Anyway, sorry.
It's how Dan politely informs people he's got a Patreon now. Like, help me, presents. So what we've done is we've gone into the Cloister of Trials. We've ignored the bald man, as we should, due to his status in society.
I mean, look at Joel's hair in comparison. Joel's higher status already.
Well, he's higher status, yeah, exactly, by virtue of having this, made once again before the popularization of the Karen hairdo.
Do you know? I like this whole hair status thing because Joel doesn't have any hair. Your hair is always flat, and my hair is usually in a little quiff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think we're going to have to amend it for real life to include your total height off the ground. And that's how Waka uses it to domineer. Because he's already ridiculously large.
He's a big boy. Big boy is Waka. Anyway, sorry. So Cloister
we're
of
in the
Trials.
Cloister of Trials in order to rescue the princess.
Summoner.
Yeah, and twice said. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rescue her from a trial.
So
This is basically the same as you rescuing me from my trial because it's been too long.
Yeah.
If I just went and did, like, I don't know, a driving test.
Well,
It's the
no-
same as you just
yes.
getting into the car and pushing me into the passenger seat to rescue me.
which
No.
to be honest, would be something I would have to do for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm registered blind.
So one thing I just noticed actually is when I drink from my beer, it focuses on the bottom of my beer bottle. It's great.
It's one of the reasons why, in fact, the only compelling reason in my view, why we need to actually start getting sponsors.
Yeah.
Because it constantly focuses into products that you're holding.
Yeah, honestly, it's actually a really good camera for product placement.
Really, really good. I mean,
Yeah.
mine's not so good, but what have I got? I've got this no more tea bags. That's literally it.
The worst present you've ever received in your life.
I cannot bring myself to get rid of it because literally I'm hoping that in the zombie apocalypse I'll see it. You know, our friend Marsh that gave them to me. I'll see him and I'll run towards him like, you know, one of those films we've seen each other. We haven't seen each other for ages. And then just as he gets gunned down by whatever insurgents are in this dystopia, I'm able just to beat him to death with the end can. The last can that I've carried from the beginning. Give me this shit present, will you? I travel to the ends of the earth to give you your dues. But honestly, Marsh, cheers for watching these.
The thing is, as of today, he's our biggest commenter. He's very much engaged with the content, which is lovely to hear. And
he loves it.
Yeah, he's a good friend, a good old friend of ours, and we love him for it.
Yeah, I mean, like.
So if you want us to love you too, then like and comment.
Do it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
do
even
it.
have to be nice.
Send me presents. Sorry.
But no more of those cans of tea, please.
Send Alex cans of tea. It's he loves it really. He doth protest too much.
No, I tried to eat it once. Eat it? Yeah, that was the problem.
That was the
with it.
problem. Yeah, that was the problem. You're not supposed to eat it.
The cans are too durable. 1 star.
How am I supposed to pour hot water into this? 1 star.
That doesn't work. I can never quite remember. This destruction sphere I think I've got in my hand. It's beneficial to just...
No, you
stick
have a
it in any
Besaid sphere,
output.
don't you?
Oh, that's why it's not working. That worked very well, actually.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm pretty happy with that. No.
No, push it. Push it real good.
Da 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 da. Okay, that's done its work.
Is that the right tune?
I don't care.
There was definitely a sphere. If you go back and you go behind the pedestal.
Yeah, there was one in the door, wasn't there, as well?
No. Go back. Where are you going? Oh, you can take. Oh, yeah, I forgot you can take that one. Yeah.
It's done its work. It's done the Lord's work. Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought I'd remember it. Yeah, and then I've got to go in here, and then there's the destruction sphere.
The destruction sphere.
We'll plod down. I'm gonna just stick it in here. Just stick it in the hole. And yeah.
Bish bash bosh.
Oh.
It did explode it. I'm glad that that's what happened. Like, if it just opened, that would have been naff.
No, I think it'd probably be better for their economy if it just opened.
What I love about this is
they've got to rebuild the wall every time.
And the thing is they must have as well, right? Recently, because you're going into this trial to go and get the summoner, who has obviously been through this.
And they've already done, unless this is an illusion. So just for everyone's knowledge, by the way, you can, in these things, you don't ever have to do the destruction sphere stuff. But if you find the right hole to stick the disruption sphere, if you find the right hole to put the desiccation sphere in,
this is our version.
Then if you put the desiccation sphere into the right disruption hole, then it will destroy it and enable you to pick up special presents. And what does Dan love?
Presents. Points
Give him
mean
presents.
presents. Give me presents.
So that's another game facts for you from us.
If you find the demonstrous sphere and put it in the description hole,
The demonstration sphere.
What's gotten into you?
you get a decrepit response.
What's gotten into you? Well, don't mind me, just with this delicious sphere.
It's a tradition. Very important.
Oh god, I was spat beer everywhere. That would have been horrible.
I'm a guardian.
A guardian?
I'm a guardian, so therefore I can go wherever the fuck I want.
Can do what I want. No laws to me.
Whoa! Ah!
He's like an ambassador of the United States. Before doing this, Waka drove over 2 people and fled back to Besaid.
Wacker's a guardian, so therefore he has diplomatic immunity.
One of them's got a short fuse. Who knows what the other's thinking?
That's when we go to Luca. It's like, he shot my boy with a blitz ball. It's like, I got diplomatic immunity. I'm allowed to. Sorry.
So one of my favorite. That's actually one of my favorite whiteboard jokes from The Simpsons. It's just Bart writing repeatedly, "I do not have diplomatic immunity." It's so good. I remember finding out about diplomatic immunity as a kid, and I was like, "This is what? There's no way that's a thing. How do I get it, and why?"
Sounds like a 20th level bard ability, doesn't it? But
Do you know what?
disobey all laws, don't care.
If ever we play a D&D game, then we need to create a bard called the Diplomancer, and that is his level. That's his level 20th
Master of diplomacy.
diplomancy. I used to joke that Miles was a diplomancer because all he used to do was talk to people and get away with it. It was great.
Miles, of course, being a character that you played in the previous game, isn't he? So,
Yeah, he was.
for the context for the viewers at home.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I was going to get into it. I was going to get there, but I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it was.
I'm trying to do my bit of hosting this shindig. What the hell?
As the game crashed. Oh, good, we're back. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing happened. Yeah, you good?
There wasn't a catastrophic failure for technology at all.
I had I thought that was a fever dream. Did I have a fever dream?
We had the green screen of death. We just superimposed other images onto it.
Do you know what? I absolutely adore the way this game goes from game graphics to FMV graphics. It's so good. Well, not FMV
And the
graphics,
quality
but like
of those graphics as well.
considering this was released in 2002, there are movies that have worse CGI than this.
Yeah.
In 2022. Like,
I know this is the remaster, but this is not that much better than the original graphics.
And it was mind blowing. Back then, even back then. Oh, what's that called when you got 2 different eyes? Oh, it's heterochromia. That's the one. Yeah. I honestly, I think that's one of the coolest things ever.
Did you see me there? Straight in with the weakest Link style speed of answering the
Bank.
questions. Bank.
Heterochromia. I think it's linked to color blindness as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because basically particularly blue and brown eyes.
Yeah.
They have different ways of reading color, I think, in an interesting way, like a different quirk. They read them on slightly different frequencies or something. Somebody in the comments say exactly how it works.
Well, I mean, we discern.
Send us knowledge.
We discern color using the cones in our eyes, right? And so I imagine it'll be different. It'll be a different number depending on, and like the actual iris will have something to do with that, possibly. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please tell us in the comments. We would love to know. Marsh, explain.
We got any opticians?
If we have an optician that watches us, please let us know what heterochromia causes and if it is linked to color blindness, or if we're just wrong. That's also fine. We're okay with being wrong. We're used to it.
But only if you tell us, so we can learn from our errors.
Because if you don't tell us, then we'll continue being wrong forever and a day.
I mean, eventually we might be employed by a news company.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just what I reckon will come into the world.
We need to do what I reckon. I reckon what I reckon will be really good fun.
So she's gonna summon her
So she,
what would you reckon, demon?
well, and it's an Aeon, isn't it? I think, if I'm rightly, but it's because it's like a mixture of angel and demon, so Aeon.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like it's very clear. Like, look at it. It's summoned in the same way that you would a demon. It just happens to come from above.
Yes, but like it's also like that's terrifying, isn't it? Like I'm gonna summon this godlike being in front of everyone, and it might decide I'm gonna kill everything. Look at me, I've got an eagle face. I might just eat you all.
But it is interesting that it never decides to do that. Like, I think quite early on.
That's because it's a good boy. I think is this what Aeon is this? Is it Veil 4? I forget.
Valor 4, yeah.
Veil 4, yeah.
This is very much one of the good guy ones.
Yeah.
I know that if you
I had never seen
want to, when you're still traveling around the world in the later stages of the game, you can fight evil versions of these.
Yes.
strange kind
And you get loads of benefits from it. Like you can actually, it powers up your one, I think, or something like that if you beat it.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just gives you a ton of XP more than anything.
Yeah.
The powers that your Aeons have are intrinsically linked
I did
to each of the each of
Yeah.
your party members. So like
for everyone.
the power boost for Valor 4 is intrinsically linked to Yuna and
Yeah.
that weapon that we picked up earlier on.
Yep. So are you saying that other summons are to do with other members of party? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or-
So like
I didn't know that.
I think I think things like Waka is intrinsically linked to Ifrit, which is the next one you pick up.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
So when you get his special weapon at the end, the world champion.
Yeah, boy. I didn't know that. That's actually incredibly interesting.
I don't think we're going to try and do all of that, but unless we really, really love doing this series, because there's a hell of a lot of work that goes into getting all of the sigils and crests and
Yeah.
shells for the weapons.
Also, did you pronounce sigil? Sigil.
I've pronounced it differently in each episode.
You have, haven't you? What's going on with you?
The sigil.
The SI Gil.
I get confused because of I've got my head in determination spheres. I can't work out what we need to do.
In demonstration spheres.
Right, okay, so I think that should probably, with that chanting of victory, that should probably round us off for this episode. What do you think?
You think so? Because we had the technical difficulties in the middle.
Do you know what? You're right.
Should we
Let's
continue
carry
a little
on.
bit? Yeah, we've got a couple more. We've got a few more minutes, right? Sure.
Let's get yelled at by an old woman.
Yeah.
Stay away from the summoner.
Princess.
You're a bad man.
I wonder who is important in this scene, seeing as everyone else is in low res.
But
It's a bit like in old Disney movies where the only thing with detail is obviously the thing that matters. Like there's an old bookcase of various things, and then there's the one very intricately detailed book.
I'm sorry. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
I saved you, princess.
I was overconfident.
God, they're both so awkward.
I saw that Aeon.
Yeah, but I think this is very much the
Do you think I
this was made by a Japanese games company in the early noughties.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think you will find that generally speaking, female protagonists will be put forward as innocent as regularly as
Well,
possible.
aren't they also both supposed to be like 17?
tomorrow then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
So
like,
I think
they're
they're not
like-
even the youngest members of your party by the end of the game.
No, I think Riku is the youngest member, isn't she?
We
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
talk more.
Yet she is nowhere near as socially awkward around people that
But
she's clearly attracted to.
It's also very, very upsetting considering that she's the one that pranced around a bikini, right? Like,
Yeah,
she's like
well,
the
I think
15-year-old.
That's one of the things that's most uncomfortable. 'Cause it is also in the specialised thing.
Yeah.
Let's just say no, thank you. Let's
she's
see if he
not
gets
my
offended.
type.
Hey, but what if she comes on to me?
Yeah.
I love how no matter what answer you give, it's like it's clear that they are obviously there's a love interest there.
Well, because Waka's gonna make it happen. Because Walker is
Waka's
concerned.
like, this is gonna happen, and I don't care.
Stay away.
Walker is deeply concerned about the birth rate on Besaid. So he's just like, you too.
Oh my god, I love that.
Alright, so we're going to have a sleep. Oh dear. Thankfully, they do reduce the number of dreams in the game after around about now, I think.
There's no more dreams after this. This is actually this is a dream you run in, isn't it? You can...
This is an interactive dream. The first time I played this game as a child,
Yeah.
it was a nightmare because none of the other dreams require you to interact.
Yeah, I spent ages just stood there when I first played this. I was like, and I think Joel actually said, "Dan, you have to play the game," and I was like, "What?"
Take me.
It's a dream. It's a VHS. Run away!
Go with me.
Oh, hey,
I love the way he's like proper like
I thought
puffed his
Mama
chest
would
out.
give
It's
me
great.
ideas.
Don't be angry with me. I've got my chest bare.
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Hey, stop dreaming! You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball! Oh, what's the matter? Gonna cry again? Cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
Yeah, go on, Uncle Jack. Tell him.
It's not Uncle Jet.
Well, he is for me. If he's Joel's dad, then he must be my Uncle Jack.
Very common name.
Eh?
That's the spirit. You can do it.
You might be able to do it. Who knows? Oh, hello.
Can you imagine how sad it would be if he goes, "I hate you," and it's just Waka like with some cocoa.
Or worse, Yuna just like sat there like, are you okay? And it's, I hate you. It's like, no, not you. Sorry, I actually meant my dad.
But with Waka, all he's done is he's fished you out of the river, and then he's given you a home, and he's fed you.
If I'm rightly, like there's like a comparison between Tidus and Chapu, and they look nothing alike, or something like that, isn't it?
I think it's like they have exactly the same model, apart from the fact that the thing that makes Tidus stand out so much are the two things: the ridiculously ostentatious chest with the bare outfit with the bare chest,
Yeah.
and his Karen hairdo. Neither of which Chapu has. He saw you. Careful, Waka's eyesight is based on movement.
So, who's Chapu?
My little brother, Chapu. Looked like you.
No, he didn't, Waka.
Before the Botox.
I'm literally looking at a picture of Chapu. He looks nothing like Tidus.
Fought Sin last year. He didn't make it.
Are you going to superimpose that on for us?
Oh, definitely, 100%. I'll find it and it'll be in the video.
I became a guardian to fight Sin. Yeah.
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 Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full time.
Hey, like.
Kinda looks like I'm using you.
Don't worry.
in what world are you not using me?
I mean, don't worry, I'm cool with it. Like, fuck
Yeah.
it. Like, at the end of the day, fuck it. You like fish me out of some water and let me play blitzball. Like, I'm totally cool
Yeah.
with that.
I have no other skills. Like, that's all I know how to do is play blitzball.
Fancy me.
Also, I love that as Waka was like, "Stop! You're embarrassing me," when there's no one around to see.
There was that other person that was asleep. So what we'll do is we will pop a save.
I really enjoy how the camera angle doesn't change there. It like stays there as you get too big for the screen. It's great.
Yeah, it's just like, there you go, have fun with that. Like, this will just continue to get worse for you.
Right.
So, talking about continue to get worse for you, if you've enjoyed today's episode, why not give us a like and subscribe, as Dan became angry with me because I've been saying "or" for some time. They're not mutually exclusive. You can do both.
I feel like angry is not quite.
You raised your voice to me, Dan.
I was furious. Like, it wasn't anger, it was fury.
Yeah. It was righteous rage.
Righteous indignation.
A true Yevonite. So like and subscribe. Leave us a comment as well. Just for gigs. Tell us exactly what you thought about this. Tell us what we've got wrong. Tell us about icons.
Yes. Everything.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers.
On your way.